Personally, I didn't like this build quality because in the OLA S1 Air and in the OLA S1 Pro Gen2 there are many panel gaps. It feels like very cheap plastic. If I punch this electric scooter with a bit force, it will definitely break down. Hello friends, this is Aditya and you're watching Electric Vehicles India. Friends, this is OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooter. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a 360 degrees walk around review of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2. So if any one of you planning to buy this OLA electric scooter, please watch this video till the end. So without any delay, let's start the video. Friends, first of all, let's start from the front. Here we get two LED projector headlamps along with LED DRL. So this whole OLA electric scooter comes with fiber plastic build quality. Personally, I didn't like this build quality because while compared to OLA S1 Pro Gen1 electric scooter, the build quality has been decreased. The quality is not great. It feels like a cheap plastic material, as you can hear from the sound. As you can see, it's made up of very cheap quality, and here we have a provision for number plate. This is a temporary registration plate, and here we have two LED side indicators. So if we come down, this is the new suspension setup of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooters. In Gen 1 we used to get a single sided suspension in the front, but in Gen 2 they have upgraded to this telescopic suspension. We'll get to know the performance of this telescopic suspension in next video, because in next video I'm gonna ride this electric scooter and I'll share my ride review of this. So stay tuned for next video for my ride opinions. So next, here we get a fiber plastic mudguard. The quality of this is also not so great. While talking about the tires, we'll get 110 by 70 section 12 inches tubeless tires in the front as well as rear. So both tires are same. And here we have alloy wheels along with the disc brakes. So this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 has disc brakes in the front as well as rear with the combi braking system. So this is all about the front part of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooters. There is no change in the mirrors, in the lever quality or this hand grips. All are same compared to OLA S1 Pro Gen1 electric scooters. The other changes we can observe from OLA S1 Pro Gen1 and Gen2 is this floorboard. There is no bump on the floorboard in this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooters, and along with this they also changed the suspension setup at the rear. Previously we used to get horizontal rear setup, now we are getting vertical suspension in this OLA S1 Pro Gen2, and they changed the grab rail design also. Now we'll get a long aluminum grab rail in this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooter. So now let's talk about the side portion of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2. I observed many panel gaps in this second generation OLA electric scooters. In the OLA S1 Air and in the OLA S1 Pro Gen2 there are many panel gaps. As you can see here, this particular electric scooter has panel gaps over here. So in this part there are panel gaps. In some of the electric scooters I observed panel gaps over here. So OLA has to definitely improve this panel gapping. So they are not organizing this electric scooter properly. And if you can see the sound here, it feels like very cheap plastic. While compared to OLA S1 Pro Gen1, the build quality used to be very good, but in this Gen2 electric scooters the build quality is very poor. If I punch this electric scooter with a bit force, it will definitely break down. So I did not satisfied with the build quality of this Gen2 electric scooters. And while talking about the service, the overall buying experience of this owner, the particular electric scooter owner, is very bad. Once you book this electric scooter, there is no proper communication from the OLA people. You need to pull them and you need to ask, you need to call them, you need to chat with them to know the delivery status of your particular scooter. So the overall buying experience has been went down with OLA. And next, while talking about the display, this scooter gets a 7 inches touchscreen display with MoveOS 4.0. Currently this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 has MoveOS 3.0. So I made a dedicated video on the features which will come in MoveOS 4.0. The video link will be in the description. The features includes like a cruise control, proximity unlock, party mode, etc. You will have all the damn features which you need in this OLA electric scooters, along with, as I already mentioned, cruise control. So while talking about the seat, I think they changed the seat quality because the seat quality is also not so good. When you are going on a bumpy road, the seat will go down and it will hit the objects which are in the boot space. So Ola should also definitely increase the seat quality. So let me open the boot of this electric scooter. So if you want to open the boot, you should unlock this electric scooter, and if you press the boot space button in your display, the boot will open. So this Ola S1 Pro Gen 2 electric scooter gets 34 liters boot space. As you can see, this is the boot space of this electric scooter. So as you can see here, the seat quality is like this and it's shaking like this. So Ola should definitely increase the seat quality. So as we saw in some cases in Twitter, the suspension, the rear suspension of this OLA S1 Pro Gen 2 has been broken and it came into the boot space of this. So here they gave a screw and a plastic. So if this plastic breaks, definitely the suspension will come into this boot. The plastic quality here is also not so great. This feels like a cheap plastic. And this is the long grab rail, the metal grab rail of this OLA S1 Pro Gen 2, but this is the rubber grip over here. This grip also went down. So I observed in many electric scooters, one side the grip will be okay, on the other side this grip will fall down. So these are some of the tiny negative points of this OLA S1 Pro Gen 2 electric scooters. This might feel as tiny, but the owner who is paying 1.45 lakh as an ex-showroom cost, so if that person experiences these kind of a small negative points, he'll definitely feel disappointed and he'll have a negative opinion on this. If this scooter performs well also, he'll think that by considering all these points, this scooter is bad. So personally, I spoke with the owner of this electric scooter. He is very disappointed with all these minor negative points. So Ola should definitely improve the build quality, this overall small attention to detail things, and the service response. The service response is also very bad. If we come to the rear part, this is the rear part of this Ola S1 Pro Gen 2 electric scooter. So from the motor to rear wheel, the power is transferred through this belt. So in the previous Gen 1 electric scooters, they gave a cover to cover this belt, but in Gen 2 they gave only this small plastic thing. This is also very plasticky and the quality is also not so good. It will definitely break in the long run. So if this breaks, all the mud will go into this belt and it will make a very bad sound, and in even worst cases the belt might also break. So I felt this as one of the negative point. And as I already told you, the rear gets 110/70 section 12 inches tubeless tires. Now let me explain you some of the technical specifications of this OLA S1 Pro Gen 2. This gets a 4 kWh fixed battery pack. In previous generations also we saw this 4 kWh same battery pack, but in this Gen 2 electric scooters they increased the IDC range. In previous Gen 1 we used to get 183 kilometers of IDC range. In this Gen 2 they gave 195 kilometers of IDC range. This is just a IDC range. In real life conditions, if you ride this electric scooter in eco mode, you will get 180 kilometers real range. But most of the people prefer to ride this Ola scooters in normal mode. So if at all you drive this Ola S1 Pro Gen 2 in normal mode, you will get 145 kilometers of real range. While talking about the motor, this gets 5.5 kilowatt nominal and 11 kilowatt peak powered mid-drive motor, with which this scooter can reach 120 kilometers of top speed, and it can attain 0 to 40 kmph speed in just 2.6 seconds. So these are some of the technical specifications of this Ola S1 Pro Gen 2. And while talking about the charging time, with the help of 750 watts portable charger, this scooter can charge from 0 to 100% in 6.5 hours, and this also support Ola hypercharging. So let's continue from the rear. So this is the rear part of this Ola S1 Pro Gen 2, and this is the provision to charge your electric scooters. So previously Ola used to give a rubber cap to this charging point, but in this Gen 2 electric scooters they just gave this sponge. So if at all this door breaks, the water will definitely go into this charging point and it may create lot of problems to you. And this is the tail light setup of this Gen 2 electric scooter. Here we will have a tail lamp, and these are the side indicators, and here also we can observe some panel gaps. And while talking about this is the plastic panel in which you will have this light for number plate and 3 reflectors, but the quality of this plastic is also not so good. So this is the rear suspension of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2, and here are the brake calipers. So basically this is 360-degree view of this OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooter. While talking about the warranty, OLA is offering 3 years or 30,000 to 40,000 kilometers as a standard. But if you pay additional amount, you can extend this warranty to 5 years or 70,000 kilometers. So this is all about OLA S1 Pro Gen2 electric scooter. I'll ride this electric scooter in next video, and in that video you can see my riding opinions on this OLA S1 Pro Gen2. So this is all for this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Electric Vehicles India. Go green, go electric.